Gloria in excelsis Deo, all glory to God in the highest. All right, let's take a look at fear of rejection. If you want to learn more about letting go of negative feelings and uh, learn more about what's going on at these different levels of consciousness and how to move through it, how to transcend it, highly recommend picking up Letting Go of the Pathway of Surrender by Dr. David R. Hawkins and the Sedona Method by Hale Dwoskin. And you can also join us as we learn more about that and practice letting go at Letting Go University in the description. It's free, and we'd love to have you. And we've got tons of releases on this channel. Yesterday it was brought up, somebody was interested in releasing on fear of rejection. Oh my gosh. The amount of things that I subject myself to when I want somebody else's approval and I'm fearing their rejection. All kinds of insanity in my life has been witnessed on this frequency, and there's various different aspects of it. Maybe at its greatest depth, there's this fear of death. If my community does it very primally, if my community doesn't approve of me and rejects me, they kick me out, and then I'm left out in the wilderness to die of starvation and freezing and all alone. So if there's this primal fear that I'm going to die if this person or my community rejects me. And so that could be seen, and it actually happens. So if somebody in Germany in World War II was to choose differently than the popular belief systems and programs that go on and say, hey, maybe we shouldn't kill this Jewish person, well, then they themselves would be killed or locked up. So you can see, actually, there's some basis for this. If you've got a family, and they lean really heavily towards one political spectrum, if you disagree with that, you may be ostracized from the family, not invited to Thanksgiving and Christmas. So we tend to modify and compromise on what's going on for us based on how we think other people are going to take it. And as you come to more and more self-confidence and self-esteem and knowing what you really are and not being subject to the opinions and thoughts and all this passing stuff of others, perhaps considerate and loving of what other people think and their opinions and how they're going to react, but knowing that in yourself, you're whole, you're complete, you're enough, and you with your source, with God. And so you get freer and freer. And now, instead of going along with the person who's lying, cheating, and stealing and setting up something at the company that is non-integrous and just going along with that out of fear of being kicked out, maybe you speak up about it. Maybe instead of just always bailing somebody out, giving them more and more and more money and they attack you if you don't. This happens often with parents and kids. They don't want to lose their kids' love. And now me as the kid, I'm like, haha, gotcha. I'll just attack you if you don't give me what I want. And so that fear of rejection, I give more and more and more money and support this person's negativity. So there's all kinds of ways that this shows up. Well, I really like this person and I want to be with them, but I don't like how they beat me every day or yell at me or criticize me all the time. But I'm not gonna go anywhere else because I need them. This person. So this fear of rejection and this wanting approval has all kinds of insane side effects, all kinds of really negative things that come with it. So just releasing that fear of rejection and seeing what happens. We don't have to know necessarily what's going to happen. We're just releasing this feeling of fear of rejection, wanting approval, so that we can make a higher frequency choice or tune into some higher frequency guidance for a shift in the situation or the relationship. Fear of rejection is huge for a lot of people. And so it's okay. That's another thing. Could it be okay to feel this feeling? If it's not okay to feel that fear, I'm going to keep stuffing it. Could you open up and let it up? If it's not okay to want somebody's approval, then I'm going to stuff it and pile up more and more of it. It's got to be okay to let it up, to let it go, to just go through the feeling. So let's do some letting go. All right, can you notice anyone who you're afraid of, their opinions, what they might do, what they might say in regards to you? That could be the boss. That could be mom or dad, the kids, friends, coworkers. Anyone where you find yourself really modifying what you do and how you show up based on what they might say, what they might do, the possibility that they'll reject you. And behind all of the mind's maybe hundreds or thousands of thoughts you've had about this, could you go behind those symbols, those words, those pictures, and notice the general feeling? Maybe there's some fear there or some wanting approval. But whether that feeling is labeled or not, behind all those thoughts and predictions of rejection, there's a feeling. Maybe a sense of uneasiness in the gut, or a sense of energy in the solar plexus. Could you be with that feeling? Could you let it be just a feeling? And open it up and start to release it. How do you release something? You just allow it to flow, you allow it to be there, and it starts to release. Could you just be aware of that feeling, feel that feeling, acknowledge that feeling without trying to change it or do anything about it? Could you let that feeling run? Let it move. Let it be there, just a feeling, just for now. And could you release it? Would you release it if you could? And releasing is just an opening. Holding on is a tightening, closing. When could you open and release? So let this feeling move. Let it be there. Let it release. There's so much relating with people in our lives with fear of what they're going to think about us, or what they think about us, what they're going to do, in response to what we do or say. And just notice anyone who you've really been relating to with fear of their rejection, wanting their approval, wanting them to like you, love you. And can you notice this feeling that you've been relating to this person with? Could you let this feeling be there and let go of judging the feeling, making right or wrong of it? Could you let it be just a feeling so it can start to go? Experiencing the feeling wherever it is, whatever it is. Just having an experience of the feeling, ignoring the thoughts. All thoughts are resistance to releasing. Could you just simply be with that feeling, open it up? It might shift around or come up more or lighten up as you open up to it. Feel it. And could you let it go? You never have to let go. It's just could you? Would you let it go if you could? When could you let go? It's always a chance for now. Every moment's a chance to let go. And again, you don't have to. Maybe later, maybe never. When could you let go of this fear of rejection? And this may have been something that you've been using in your relating with others for long periods of time, maybe even lifetimes. So could you have some patience and compassion with yourself as you just allow the stockpile to pour out, to dump, to dissolve? Just takes what it takes. And you could just keep that feeling running, keep letting it go. Could you let go of more? Could you let go of more? Or you could check in with somebody who you've been really modifying yourself because of fear of what they might think about you, fear of what they might do. Really wanting to be liked, accepted, or loved. You modify, you hold back. And just noticing that feeling behind that style of relating, that frequency of relating with another. Could you let the thoughts scroll by without engaging with them and getting more and more thoughts? And could you just drop your awareness into the feeling, open your awareness up to the feeling, feel the feeling, stay with it, stay with it, stay with it, just for now. Could you allow that feeling to run? Just let it be there. Every moment, open. More and more of it goes. And who knows of how much this feeling is there? Could you just surrender your experience of this feeling? Surrender the thoughts, ignore them. Open up to this feeling, experience it, and just surrender this experience of this feeling to higher power. Maybe it goes, maybe it stays, maybe it comes up more or lightens up or shifts. Whatever's being experienced, whatever that feeling is, would you surrender it to higher power? It's just a choice. Yes, no. And when you allow yourself to be honest, oftentimes energy opens up and flows. No, no, doesn't seem like I can let it go. Yes, I could let it go. Either way, there might be an opening if you just permit what's coming up to come up. And noticing any more of this feeling, you could just continue surrendering that experience. Or just noticing that fear of rejection, which also might come from a sense of not being good enough, a lack of self-esteem. You know, writing the same text messages 20 different times or the email 20 different times, so worried about how somebody else is going to take these words, not saying something because of fear of how it might be taken, not choosing to do something different than you always do because other people might have feelings about that. A big one is not saying no when you want to, or not saying yes when you want to, out of fear of how somebody else is going to take it. And could you just notice this fear of rejection, this wanting approval, that feeling? It might be something like guilt. Oh, what if I do the wrong thing? Fear, guilt. Might just be something like fear, a sensation in the gut, second chakra. There might even be wanting, really wanting somebody to like you, accept you, approve of you. Something in the solar plexus. Could you just open up and allow that feeling wherever it is, whatever it is, just opening up? And could you let it be just a sensation, just a feeling? And let the thoughts drift by. Thoughts take us out of the feeling. Close the door. Could you just let those thoughts go by? Keep the door open and be present with the feeling. Just a moment, just this moment of sitting with the feeling, just this moment, being with the feeling, just this moment, feeling the feeling. Nothing to do with it, nothing to edit or modify or explain. Could you just let it be a feeling right here, right now? Open the door, keep it open, and let it release. Could you let it release? Moment by moment. Would you let it release? When could you let it release? Just a choice to allow feelings so they can go, so they can release. Some people get frustrated with the letting go process because they say, yes, I could let it go. And there's still more. All that means is there's more. It doesn't mean you're not releasing. I've sat with feelings for many hours until they finally release. And then there still might be another wave of it somewhere. But it's lightening up all the time. All the time. As long as it's allowed, you don't get too lost in thoughts. You keep coming back to the feeling, keep opening it up. And you just keep on releasing, just by your choice. Eventually, the negative feelings run out. So this fear of rejection will run out, and you will discover your inherent self-esteem, confidence, courage, relating with people on a higher frequency of love, of acceptance. Relating with fear is other than the best ever. It's not bad, it's not good, it's just a feeling. Could you release this fear of rejection, this wanting approval, and allow yourself to be in a higher state of relating with others and yourself? And you can go through this as many times as you like. There could be more, there likely is. And discover also that you can release these feelings on the spot while you're on the phone with somebody, while you're talking to somebody. You can be releasing. You don't just have to be sitting here. This is an inherent ability you have, and it goes with you everywhere. There's always the option to let go, to release, to surrender to God. So thank you so much for your releasing. Also, thank you. Sorry, I didn't note your name, but whoever suggested this topic, please feel free to comment with things you'd like to release on. Thank you for subscribing. We're about halfway to being able to take ads off the videos. I would love to take ads off the videos, and that happens that I get that little button I can click at 1,000 subscribers. So appreciate your support and have the best day you can.